Now, let's look into fighting art, a martial arts, or qigong in the ancient China, okay, or worldwide today. Same, ancient China and today's worldwide, same, because they are based on the same human physiology, not those metaphysics or those philosophy stuff. Now, human have this body, right? Just very simple. Human have this body, physical body. This physical body, to the very minimum, one need to be able to develop this body so that one be able to do different type of movement, one be able to exert strength, one be able to exert power with this strength multiplied by speed, and then the momentum handling. Okay, now, so the upper body and the lower part of the body has to be connected if you want to do that. And your breathing, your intra-abdominal pressure has to be intact. Or else you cannot do movement, you cannot do strength, power, and momentum. Let's face it, that's reality. Okay? Now, if you look at the Wing Chun stance, either the stand clamping this way, somebody will stand like this, spread out, or somebody will stand like this and then have the straight spine or tilt in their tailbone, so forth. All of this have a problem. Where is the problem? From here, like in the navel, above navel area to the leg, this part is dead. It is dead. It is in a fixed position. Wow. If you want to activate the entire and the breathing and the core and so forth, this part, your hip, your thigh, your buttocks, your inner thigh, your just outside here, all this muscle, your abs muscle, all this like oblique and so forth, you need to be able to activate it. And of course, inside there, your pelvic floor muscle and your diaphragm, you need to be able to activate it and develop it and train it properly. Now, if you just go standing like that, clamping this, if like standing like that, if you're just doing this way, clamping, tilting your tailbone or have your straight spine and everything, how are you going to train this part? You can. So the other day, I asking everybody just go buy this about $10, $9 something, $10 in Amazon to put it down here. Follow what the ancient 1850s Wing Chun. When you exhale, you stood out a little bit, it clamp a little bit, slightly, and then when you inhale, you lower your body, you relax it, loosen a little bit. That which is actually the beginning of the Okay, so exhale, going down, going upward, squeeze a little bit. Inhale, going down. That is to have everybody. Once you have that, you will notice your muscle here, your muscle here, your muscle in the glute, your muscle in your thigh, your hip joints, and your back muscle, your core. You will suddenly aware of there's so many things here. Okay? If you're just doing this kind of thing, this kind of thing, this kind of thing, and straight spine kind of thing, and then do whatever you want, you're not going to know all of this thing. Not aware of it. If you're not aware of it, how are you going to train anything you don't even know they exist? You don't even know how they move. Mind. After you aware of it, you need to be mindful on all these things. If you're not mindful of it, there's no way you can develop it. So what is mindful? I have I have addressed so many times that Wing Chun 修炼套 is based on mindfulness. So what is this mindful in the mind element? Mindful in the mind element is simply a prolonged awareness. Say, if I just take my glute, okay, my buttocks. So if I clamp my buttocks, if I do this, I stood up. If I stood up and exhale, I feel that my buttocks is clamping. Now, if I know my buttocks is that a buttocks, mindful of the buttocks is you keeping aware of your buttocks, how the buttock change for at least 15 to 20 seconds. So when you're aware of your buttock, you say, "Well, I'm aware of this buttock is changing in dynamic. It moves." But mindful meaning that I am actually aware of that thing, like you just focus on that thing for 15 to 20 seconds. So you know how the thing moves, how the thing works. Is the buttocks actually clamped horizontally, or is actually clamped from bottom up? Without that 15-20 seconds of awareness or mindfulness, you will not know how that thing actually really functions. That is mindful. So the first, you need to know, oh, there's a buttocks. So of course, this is so many things here, including this everywhere here, right? For male, even your balls, you know that when you do those that. So each of them at least more than 15 seconds of awareness. That's called mindfulness. Only if you have that mindfulness, you know what it is. Another example is when you go eat something, say you go eat a hamburger. The first bite, you bite down, that's called I aware, I bite down. But the next 15 seconds to 20 seconds, do you chew Do you taste what the hamburger is? Taste like the texture and everything? If you don't do that, you don't have mindful on this hamburger eating. You just eat a bite and then you just know you are not mindful. Wing Chun Xiu Lim Tao require you to be mindful because you are mindful, so you know so many things like the hamburger, the taste, the texture, the temperature of the burger, all those things. Okay? So that's mindful. That is the base of Wing Chun. That's why, like an analogy of this bite, eating the hamburger, you actually chewing it and you just mindful of the entire thing. You're aware of the entire thing for a long period of time. But if you look at isn't it most of us just take the first bite of the burger and you just totally lost conscious of what happened. You're just doing the mechanical thing, and suddenly, while you're thinking something else or talking with somebody, and suddenly you finish your hamburger. Okay? But between the first bite and the last bite, you actually blank that. That's called non-mindful. Okay, so it is very extremely critical on this mindfulness. That's why when you do things like in Xiu Lim Tao, you do it slowly because you want to be mindful. Okay? So the second is mindful. So you need to know your butt. Are you clamping the butt, like for example, horizontally, or you clamping your butt button up 45-degree up? And then at the same time, how is this abs muscle interact with it? How is your balls, if it's a man, male, interact with it? And of course, your hip, your core, the entire thing. Okay? Now,